We're back. The Breakdown Boys with Sensei.
Oos. We are back. Thanksgiving week.
Oh, snap. Yes, Thanksgiving week. And
Thanksgiving.
And you know what? Before we get into the video, Face Sensei, we're going to give some thanks to the sponsor of today's video. That's none other than our returning sponsor, Manscaped. I know we stopped the video for just a second, but you have to listen up because your boys are back thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Sensei, Manscaped's got a brand new offer this holiday season, and it is predicated on the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Not big, not grandiose, Ultra, son. And it is highlighted in that Performance Package Ultra with the lawnmower, not 4.0. We going up one more number, 5.0 Ultra, son.
Cinco.
That's 5. They've taken grooming precision to a whole nother level. With the dual skin-safe blade heads now accompanied by an upgraded trimmer blade and interchangeable foil blade for enhanced performance. That's right, son. Hit that shoulder roll on them. You know what you're going to do? You're going to roll those hairs right off your chinny chin and potentially your nether regions with that lawnmower 5.0 Ultra.
Hey, yo.
That's one of the pieces, Sensei. Talk to me about that Weed Whacker 2.0, though.
Listen, the Weed Whacker. The Weed Whacker, son, 2.0. Looking up to level up your grooming game? Listen up. Okay, say goodbye to the bothersome nose hairs. What?
Sorry. He said, looking into level up. Keep going.
Listen, are you looking to level up your grooming game? Brother. Say goodbye to those bothersome nose hairs. Ugh. Okay, with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra Kit. Comes with a complete with the Weed Whacker 2.0.
Hey, yo.
Okay, ear. Okay, and nose hair trimmer. It's waterproof. Fire. Okay. Cordless, as you can see.
Hey.
Rechargeable.
Dropped it
okay.
there, but...
Listen, okay? And guess what? Built with the skin safe technology, this bad boy right here is designed to tackle these nose hairs, okay? And ear hairs with ease. Look at this. Look at this. Even while
that thing's actually on.
It's actually on. Chilling. Safe. Safety first.
Looks like your nose is going to come off your face. But, folks, not only that, you're going to get the crop soother and preserver, and that all comes in the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. And when you use code TBD at manscaped.com, you're going to get 20% off that Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, plus free international shipping. Once again, use code TBD at manscaped.com. And once again, thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped, from the Breakdown Boys. Now, let's get back into the video. Anyway, Sensei, outside of the week of Thanksgiving, and we are giving thanks to all of you guys for watching these videos. We appreciate you. Another thing that we may or may not be giving thanks for is influencer boxing potentially on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You actually, this is for once, you should be asking me. You actually informed me about this because your boy was out golfing today, so much so that I'm wearing my glasses.
Have you seen? Have you heard?
I've seen and I've heard from you, but the people could probably see my face is red and my glasses are on. Usually don't wear my glasses on camera because there's a little bit of a glare from the lights. I'm going to take them off, and I just want the people to... So, yeah. Got some new tan lines. This is fantastic.
It looks no different to me.
Well, it in 1080p looks like I got an Adidas line shaved into the side of my head, but just white. It looks ridiculous. Anyway...
I'm practically blinded looking at you anyway.
That's funny. That's a funny guy. You're a funny dude. Anyway... Now, you told me just a couple minutes ago, okay, relax, buddy.
Even the sunglasses on.
Wear the Bobby Tio glasses.
That'd be a funny bit. Every time you come on, I was going,
God dang. Listen, my future too bright, that's why. We had, apparently this is a story. You just informed me that not only a couple things. One, PFL has merged with Bellator.
Yep.
Trust, we're going to get to the big story here, but that's a massive deal. And the reason we're talking about it is because Jake Paul is a part owner, or at least an investor in PFL. He has been excited about something like this for a while now. They've been talking like in code, like, oh, it's happening, it isn't. But Don Davis now head of PFL, confirms it today. And by the way, a ton of great matchups we're going to get out of this. It is only better for MMA when we have more places with beefed up rosters. And
right.
The competition aspect's not going to be what people are making it right now. Like, it's not on par with the UFC. The roster isn't, but it's a percentage of that, right?
Yep.
Which is a good thing. Now you could listen. We all sat here and went, what does Francis Ngannou do with PFL right now? Like, all we want to do is see him box. Now you have Ryan Bader in the PFL. That's a fun fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other guys.
Yeah.
The Pitbull Bros. Aaron Pico. I don't know if that's a shout that people will know, but I'm a big fan of Aaron Pico. He's out here in California.
Yeah, they won't know. Monster, though.
Monster. There's a bunch of guys in Bellator that are going to be big names, and potentially now we could see some more crossover between the UFC fighters that are either not going to be under contract or looking for that free agency, go to PFL,
right.
We'll see how that goes. Chris Cyborg, Kayla Harrison, those are potential fights now, right?
Oh, yes.
Put that one on. But that's a big move, but it's not the big move that you just brought to me, because Jake Paul, like I said, part owner of the PFL, but also has been teasing a lot of announcements recently. Been teasing a potential, we got the boxing opponent, which we'll talk about in a future video here, potentially fighting in the PFL. You saw his fight kit. Let's take a look. Did you see him flexing his fight kit?
Oh, the MMA kit talking about axe kicks? I'm like, okay, bro.
Wait, what did he say about axe kicks?
He's like, I can't wait to land his axe kick on, like, I think it was Nate Diaz or an
Where
MMA
did he say that? Was that on Instagram?
I think, yeah, an Instagram post.
Oh, buddy, I have
Twitter
to see
too.
this. I have to see this.
But he's throwing a kick, and I'm like, my boy's talking about axe kicks? Let's go, Jake.
I have to see this, bro. Do you think Jake Paul can actually throw an axe kick?
Probably.
Do you think he's flexible enough?
Yeah.
A wrestling background, maybe.
Yeah, wrestling background.
Oh, shoot, here we go. The takeover. PFL has acquired Bellator. We are now a global powerhouse in MMA with a fight roster equal to the UFC. In numbers, maybe.
That looks like an attempt to throw a roundhouse kick.
That looks like what I do to attempt to check if the tub is warm or cold. That's what I do. That's what that looks like. Let me just see.
If he was going ball of the foot with like ankle flexed, I'd be like, yo, this guy knows how to kick.
I mean, you do get Dorsey flexion
like karate
here,
style
or extension.
You get
I guess.
like the ball of the foot, and then
his Achilles is more wrinkled than an old man's ball sack. What's going on there? Anyway,
hey, yo, go back to the picture. I think you talked
this is this is a great day for PFL Bellator fighters and MMA fans. Stronger we get, more opportunities we have. Can't wait to get in the cage. Nate Diaz, stop making excuses. So, okay, would this be this kick you're seeing here? Obviously, it's just for the camera, right? Would this be
Correct.
something along the lines of a Conor McGregor teep kick that he made famous, even though he doesn't stick the ball at the foot in, mate?
No, he's pointing it like he's doing a roundhouse kick, and also the way he's throwing his arm and his shoulder. It's like
Conor throws like
but
this,
he's not.
but he's not without the toe.
It, but it's yeah.
Is it me or something look off seeing Jake in an MMA kit?
Yeah, bro. It's like, what are we talking about here?
It doesn't look like him almost, I don't know.
Yeah.
So you had the announcement there. That looks like him. Guys, watch out now. Get crazy on the single one time.
It must be a different picture. He posted another picture.
He posted a different one? Maybe on Twitter?
Yeah. That was the only one on Instagram?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Well, I mean, and that collection. Yeah.
No. It must be. It has to be on Twitter then or something.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
There it is.
Can't wait to get in the cage and axe kick this fool. Nate Diaz, stop making excuses.
Yeah.
2024. Okay.
Look at him.
That's not an axe kick. That's not what he's going for there.
Well, yeah, his toes are pulled back. He's dropping his foot down.
No, that's him finishing the end of kicking up, in my opinion.
No.
There's
bro,
no way that's
it.
coming. I mean, it has to come down for sure. But that looks like the extension of this, dude. Like, it looks like the same thing, but obviously a little bit of a different kick.
No. He was swinging his leg up and then bringing it back down.
But you would need more. You would need more.
He's not front kicking. He's not front kicking. That makes no sense.
No, I'm not saying that he is front kicking. I'm just saying he swung his leg up and not an idea to axe kick down. It's just take this picture because it looks cool.
You just thought he swung up?
It just a swing up, because most axe kicks, you'll need a little bit more extension here of the. I don't even know what this muscle
I don't know how
be.
flexible he is, but you'll need some extension.
You know what I'm saying?
At the end of it, though, you can get away with it. I don't know how flexible he is or how versed he is in throwing axe kicks, But definitely, I think he was trying to throw an axe kick. Though.
I think he was trying to take a picture that would say, "Hey, here comes an axe kick." But if you asked him to throw an axe kick, it's probably not going to work out too well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know about
that. But listen, if you did this horizontally, it looks like he's low-key kind of in a split. You know what I mean?
I know, bro. That's what I'm saying.
So
it's
not
pretty good, dude.
It's not. It's just a hamstring flexion there. Like Logan could hit the full. If you said Logan could throw an axe kick, I'd be like, yeah, Logan could probably throw an axe kick.
No, yeah, Logan could probably throw every kick there is.
Yeah, Logan can do one of those things. If you see
jealous.
That video, the dude from, I don't know the guy's name, the dude from David Dobrik's crew, he's like imitating chiropractors. He's like, yeah, just right here. Let me set that hip. He snaps over. That's Logan. Yes. That's Logan's flexibility, dog. But okay, so yeah. Anyway, there's Jake teasing an announcement for a fight. Now, this video has nothing to do with what we talked about for the first 10 minutes.
Nothing at all.
But we're just covering a bunch of news at once. Another thing that's been teased about Jake in the quote-unquote fight world is Face Sensei. Jake might be hitting, again, rumor is Jake might be hitting the big screen to represent potentially influencer boxing in a Creed 4 movie. Did you hear? Well, okay, you told me about this.
Yeah, I told you. What's up?
Where did you hear about this?
I mean, I saw it online somewhere. I think on Twitter.
Oh, I thought you had connects, bro. I thought you had sources, dog.
No, bro. What?
I didn't know. I didn't know if you had, you know what I'm saying? You tried out for, tell the people, you tried out for Cobra Kai. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if you had this.
Bro, I got scammed.
Some bulls. You should have been on the show. That's
they couldn't
crazy.
handle me, bro. I can easily be on Cobra Kai.
You should have been on it. You should have been.
I'll just be like some extra.
No,
round one of the tournament.
No. Fuck all that. You ain't no extra.
I can't be. No, bro.
You ain't no extra.
That's too much work, bro. I need to fly in.
No. You're like a season one. You're like a one season, not like the big bad. You're like the one season like semi boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I'm down with, but you ain't an extra, dog. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't sell yourself.
I know.
You ain't out there with the fucking hawk tattoo and doing the little, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing.
I need
with
a scene.
I need a scene.
You need a scene. Like a coach. I could be a coach. So.
Yeah, you're the bad team coach.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? That would be fire. Anyway, can you see this actually being real?
Yes. I just thought of something real quick. Hold on. They're probably going to ask me, like, yeah, you want to be one of the dads? Something crazy. You want to be Mr. Miyagi, dude? Okay.
You're like, all right, brother. That's crazy. You want to be Mr. Miyagi?
God damn. Anyways, yes.
You can see this. Like, one, let's actually look at this because it's a rumor and it's probably not true. But if it is, think about this.
Though? Why not?
Jake has acting experience. And by the way, if we're talking about out of the influencer boxing scene, who has the most acting experience on the biggest stage, it's Jake.
Yeah, and he's one of the, exactly. You got someone who's an influencer, so you know he has some acting. He was
on Disney.
He did work in Disney
for at least a season.
And also, he's the bad boy of boxing right now, bro.
Yes.
Not even just influencer boxing. Boxing.
Someone said he's probably going to have some name like Chad Thunderstorm.
Dude, facts. Bro, like,
I wouldn't be mad at Chad Thunderstorm. That's kind of fire.
Dude, let's think about this real
quick. The weatherman.
Look at his record, right? He has enough of a record where he seems legitimate.
What is he, 6-1? 7-1.
Probably like the people that he's fought, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's just fought influencers.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's fought and beat, big names. So, and also this is a movie. Like,
it's a movie, right, of course.
Like, who else?
And here's the thing. Spoiler alert, if Jake is in the movie, he's going to play the bad guy.
Right. It's perfect.
And you want to see the bad guy get whipped. How many people want to see Jake Paul get knocked out? Not that it can't happen in real life, because it can. He's got a dangerous opponent in front of him. December 15th. But this would be dope for the influencer boxing scene. And I know people are not going to like this because it's Jake. And they're going to go, well, I don't want to see Jake on the big...
Bro, they had think about who they've had in other ones.
But that's what I was about to say.
You have these other guys who don't promote at all. They can't act.
Oh,
and it doesn't really help. It doesn't help. But I'm saying, they're not actors. It doesn't really help the movie. You've seen...
No, they had Andre Ward in number one. Or no, yeah, number one. That was fire.
No, yeah, they had Ward. Yeah. But I'm talking about. As
And he did good too. He was You know
yeah, no. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying though. Like in certain times they bring somebody on who's like a fighter.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help as much as I think that they think it's going to help.
Well, they had Gabe Rosado, but they put him in like an almost non-speaking role.
Right, and it's just,
like,
I don't know, it's weird.
Like if you know boxing, you know that's Gabe Rosado, but if you don't, you're like, oh, that's another
also,
actor.
I don't know how much it helps sell because you don't even know that they're in it until you watch the movie, I feel like.
Exactly.
Sometimes you watch the movie and you're like, oh, they put this guy in it? That's cool. Like, I didn't know Andre Ward was in the other one. I maybe missed the coming attractions, but it's not like, hey, I feel like with a movie like this, it'll be like, yo, a big part of it to help people show up. We'd be like, Jake, like, how does Jake act?
Yeah,
I want to see him in this role.
Yep.
Like, and his ability to promote something, him as a marketer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be who else would you use?
Here's the thing. I didn't want to get into it, but Creed 3 sucked, dude. It sucked. It was not good.
This is perfect then.
First off,
can't get any worse, right?
You took Sylvester. People that have watched me and Vidal talk about this, I went off. But you took Sylvester Stallone out of the movie. No one knows why.
He took himself out.
No, he didn't. And Michael B. Jordan and the director were like, we're going to move in a different direction. We don't, Sly. We don't.
Slide. I thought I heard him say, like, I don't want to work with them anymore.
No. I think it was one of those things where they didn't want him to be a focal point in the movie, and they wanted to move away from it, and he was like, well, I'm not going to be a part of it at all then.
I think that's what it was. I think Rocky was like, this is my movie. And they were like, nah.
And look what happened, bruh. Look, I mean, it did. I'm sure it did well. But I didn't like it because it's like you just cut out, no one knows why Sly's not there. People are like, oh, he died. No, he didn't. He's alive.
Right, but it never would have been. I mean, I feel like the Creed series was never going to be.
It was never. It was the first two movies weren't about him. Like, yeah, they had the Drago story, but we all knew it was Creed's story. Anyway.
Right.
The third one had Jonathan Majors. Okay. The plot made damn near no sense. They shoehorned this guy in the third movie that we just had no idea about.
Yep.
From the first two. The third movie is where you bring in the big bad, the one that something meant something about. You just introduced this guy and was like, oh, he was an old friend. And here's where fuck out of here. Anyway, Jake would be, I don't even know if you could make Jake the big bad or you could make him the semi-big, like I was talking about you could make him like the mini boss even. But just having him in the movie. Bro,
big boss.
You think Jake's got to be the big boss?
Yes, he's like Money Mayweather, but the Caucasian version. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Bad boy.
You know what you could do?
You know what I'm saying? All the money,
play him,
killing everybody.
But you could play him like, and not that they would do this, but you could play Jake like look at him he's given everything, and I had to work for mine, and even if my name's Creed, I still had to work, and look at this guy coming up, and he's flashy, and like you said, bad boy, but he got given all that, and
problem child, bro. He's already the problem child.
It's perfect, bro. He could talk.
What are we saying?
He could talk crazy and do the whole thing, and he's ultimately a villain. Like there's not any other influencers you could put in this movie outside of maybe Logan that people would hate. And Jake knows how to make people hate.
If he loses, you know how many people would love that?
That's what I'm saying. Who wants to see Jake get knocked out more than everybody?
That's why I said that Floyd Mayweather role. Perfect.
That'd be fire. I don't think it's true, but I will say this. Jake did put this out on Instagram. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Who else can fill that role, bro?
I mean, I'm sure there's actors out there, but again, you're talking about you and I. We're not talking about the actual, whoever. But you and I would like to see this. But look at this. Easy work. Not that I'm not saying. I'm just saying. My man Jake is acknowledging the fact that it's out there. So, I agree with you.
Dope.
I agree with you.
Dope for the community.
And you think and you think about, like you said, promoting it. Jake would do a good job at that.
The entire YouTube community would freaking get behind, would promote this movie whether they like the idea or not.
Unintentionally promoting it by talking about it.
We're talking about it now.
Yep.
It would be the most talked about movie on the internet. Period.
Nah, Cap. No shot.
Bro, every streamer would talk about it, I feel like.
I'm sure, but you got to think about the Marvel Cinematic Universe that would probably have people, like if they do what they're talking about doing and bringing Robert Downey Jr. back, that's immediate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, yes.
Look at the stuff that we trend on, bro. And also, you'd get the entire boxing community talk about it, the entire MMA community to talk about it.
I agree, but what I'm saying
sports
is,
in general, major sports obviously would talk about it.
yeah, you got to put Jake on ESPN if
stuff.
he does that. You put him and Michael B. Jordan. Honestly, you know what you should do? You should
saying,
have them
bro?
sell this
The lead up
as if they're not even acting.
It's like it's a real fight.
Like it's a real deal for the movie. Like there should be a storyline around like make Jake even more. I don't know though, but you want to have like go away heat if you make Jake get on ESPN, be like I don't even like fucking working on this movie. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if that would like you might create the wrong heat there because you're like okay,
right. But
still,
I think
you give him little cheeky opportunities like yo. If we were actually fighting, I would have fucked you up. Like
this is what I'm saying. There's no other actor right now, like that would make sense
for that part.
That would give the kind of hype. Bro,
I'm trying to think. Will Smith got some other problems right now.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Will Smith and some other entanglements right now. I don't know who else though. I'm trying to think. And the cameos you could put. Like Logan could cameo, obviously, in the movie at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Tyson can coach him. He loves Jake.
True. You could put Tyson in the movie. That means Francis is getting in the movie too because of the PFL deal. Honestly. You know he's getting in. You know Jake would do that shit too. Amanda Serrano definitely getting in. If Jake's a part of it, he's going to bring Amanda with him. Like
Jake, like you said, is a part of the PFL. Like we're talking, he's not just like, he's involved in the trenches here. So
you want to talk about the PFL, a global exposure, not just a UFC fighter being in a movie like Ronda Rousey was, or like Rampage in the A-Team. We're talking about bringing the entirety of what you do as a business. That's where these influencers succeed, where other people can't. Where Jake could, and Jake just seems like the perfect role for this movie in our minds. He could bring
for this type of movie. This movie, like the villain, this is the perfect.
He fits it. He's been doing it already.
That's literally.
It's what he's been doing. But you have him do that. You bring him in. You even could give. I don't know that he'd do it, but Nikisa's his manager. Nikisa almost has like a that stoic like all business mentality too. So he could be the brains behind whatever. But you bring in the PFL fighters. You bring in people on Jake's roster. You even have a little play on words for that, whatever.
Got Amanda Serrano.
You have Amanda. She could be like some kind of like enforcer type thing.
You're talking. I don't see why not.
I think this is gold
to me.
I don't know why no one else is talking about this, but I think this is gold. And I know we're gonna get called Glazers and fucking dick riders, whatever.
Yeah, tell me you called me that, but who else? Who else would you?
That's what I'm saying. I can't. I legit like, especially from the influencer scene, but just in general.
Canelo? Who are you gonna do?
No. Actually, if they made Canelo speak English, fuck you, motherfucker. Get the thing is, fuck out of here.
The thing that's interesting with Jake is like Canelo, when you're in the movie, like it's like
my night.
He's playing a part.
Right.
It's like Creed, whatever. But Jake
can blur the lines a little bit.
You don't know how good he is at boxing. Right? And then you have someone like Creed, so it's almost like, could they fight in real life? There's a part where it blurs the lines as an actor, and I feel like in the promotion part of it, like this is, I've always been waiting for like a big time influencer to make it to the big screen, because I'm interested to see the influence that like an influencer has. And this is like, bro, like with Prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've told like parents this, who the kids they're so excited to have a drink. I'm like, because when you they're like, oh, this is Logan Paul's drink, like one of the students said that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, these people are connected to these people, so when they get an opportunity to like purchase something that's associated like where they would rather get a Gatorade or whatever, they're gonna go with the thing where
it's more personal to them.
It's personal to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Which they would go to the freaking movie to watch Jake Paul.
Yeah, not even the Creed movie. We're watching Jake Paul. We're watching to see how good an actor he is. We're watching to see, is he going to...
what other actor is getting that? Like, in that role?
Who, in general, by the way, let's just highlight that. What other actor are you going to the movie to watch their acting? Like,
and this is what I'm saying. Influencers have the power to literally, like...
Obviously, you're going to
this or that, you know?
You're obviously going to the movie to watch their acting, but I'm saying in your mind, you're like, how good is he going to act? And that's not necessarily a good thing. You want your actors to act. But for Jake, it's a cool little thing to go in and go, oh, can he? It's the same thing that we did with boxing, when everybody started boxing.
Yes.
Like, oh, can they actually do this? You know what I mean?
So it would be easier, in my opinion, for like it's more far fetched to see what our influencers are doing in boxing than it is to freaking land a role like this on the big screen. I'm like, this makes more sense.
This is a 1-to-1 crossover almost, you know?
Right.
And not many people have done it. Logan, I think he was on Baywatch, but got his scene cut. I know they've done movies for themselves, like KSI's had a movie and Logan's had a movie and those kind of things, but not
never this, because this is what Jake does in real life.
Yes, and it's fucking Lionsgate, whatever the studio is, Michael B. Jordan, Sly Stallone, if they bring him back. Like, this is big time stuff, dude. Multi-million dollars.
If there was a video about like a YouTuber, like whatever, and they picked like Logan Paul.
Wasn't there a story about this?
I mean?
Wasn't there a story about Jake acting this year that came out?
That I don't know.
I could have swore there was something like this now that you're saying it. Yeah, here we go. This came out in June. Jake Paul making feature film debut in combat sports drama from Mandalay Pictures and Wonder Street. This is in June.
What?
Yep. Just the beginning of an exciting new chapter. Both companies driven around. Multi-talented star. Okay. So,
bro, imagine tomorrow, freaking trailer, and it's like
Jake Paul
starring Jake Paul. Yes, dude,
but here's the thing: this looks like it's a separate project. This doesn't look like it's Creed 4. This looks like a smaller project. Mandalay Pictures. I don't think that they are the makers.
Maybe
of this.
But it shows that he's acting, so they picked him up.
Here's the thing: the only reason I'm gonna.
When does Creed 4 come out, though? Is it already talking about they've been filming?
Say that one more time.
Have they been filming already?
I think they're about to
Creed
start.
4.
I think they're about to start. I think they just announced that there will be a Creed 4.
Okay.
So there's no. Let me see. Let me just make sure there's no cast.
Yeah, we're researching right now.
We're doing some research.
What we saying?
Yo, I didn't know my man Michael B. Jordan was 36. I tell you a story about him. I met him one time.
That's wild.
I met him. I was working for this. I was working for this water company called Icelandic Glacial, and I had to go and do like a little promo pop-up deal where you're sitting there with the water and shit. And he came in. He was doing one of those variety or Vanity Fair screen things. De Niro was in there. It was crazy.
Wow.
And I'm supposed to like show him the water and be like, "Yo, get a picture with it." And his publicist ran over because I'm standing. I didn't even say a word yet. Ran over there. Was like, "He's got a Coke deal, Sprite deal. You're not putting anything in his hand, all this." And I was like, "You got it. I'm only getting paid by the hour, right? I don't need these problems." But he was like, "Chill." Told her, he was like, "Chill. Jesus Christ. I just walked in the room. Chill." He was yoked up, just got done playing Killmonger. Or I think he was about to play Killmonger. And he dapped me up. He's like, "Hey, man, appreciate it, yada, yada." I was like, "Yo, big fan. Used to watch you on Friday Night Lights, da, da, da." And he's like, "Oh, damn, that's a shout. That's an old one." I was like, "Yeah, bro. I'm an OG with it." All right, stop glazing. But yeah, no. So here's the cast. Without an official green light, they don't really have anybody coming back other than Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, and Wood Harris, aka Lil Duke. So
okay,
those are just boxing coach. But outside of that, yeah, nobody else, man. Jake potentially could do this. The only reason, and I will say this, the only reason it probably won't happen, even though it says Jake is gonna make a film debut. He does want to be consistent boxing and fighting. He says he wants 2 or 3 fights a year for the next however long. I'm not saying he would pass up that opportunity. I'm just saying these are his words. You can't do both those.
This would be too big.
This would be massive.
It doesn't matter. He'd be like, whatever, bro. Creed 4, let's do it.
Creed 4, how long do you think it would take him? They would shoot it for what, 6 months, 8 months?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah.
That would be well.
You do it. Regardless, you do it.
You have to do it. Well, listen, I'm down for it. If we get Chad Thunderstorm, is that what the name of the? If we get Chad Thunderstorm in the movie, then I'm down with it. If we were going to be in a Creed movie, what part will we play?
Yeah, bro, you'd 100% be a commentator.
I gotta be a commentator. A commentator. That would be so sick because you know who was in the last one? Todd Grisham.
Oh, Todd was?
Yes, he's in both. He's in 2 and 3, I think.
Wow.
Yo, bro, I have to get on there. I know they usually use all of DAZN's guys, so it's usually Todd. Who else do they do? It's Todd Mannix, Chris Mannix.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Chris Mannix was the role when I was with Misfits that I would kind of play, but it's obviously Chris Mannix is their main guy. Or they use Kellerman. Max Kellerman was with Todd on one of them too.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'm just saying,
that's dope.
If you get Jake or anybody else in the influencer scene,
what they'll say is like influencers, they'll probably cut and then we'll just be like doing a watch party. Like us doing a watch party.
That's in the room. Dude, that could work though. Jake
like
lands
YouTubers.
a punch or Creed doesn't. We're sitting here at our set. Yo, you know what I'm saying? That would be that would be heat too.
100%. Because that would be a part of it. But Jake, you know.
It would, but if we're not able to play those and we have to do like cameo extra roles, I'm definitely being like a super, you know, the UFC Just Bleed guy. I get compared to him all the time. I'm doing that.
I was just gonna say that would be you.
And you are a dad, by the way. Sorry, you have to be. You're like a kid's dad. You're like in the crowd. That's you.
That'd be me.
You're like running up to Jake. That's what they would have you do. You run up to Jake with the kid. Jake or whoever. Chad Thunderstorm. Can we get your autograph? It's my kid. And Jake like looks at it, winds it up, and stomps on it. You're like, that's not nice. Be a better role model.
100%. That shit would be good. Like you're not supposed to.
Yeah, you know? They're like, cut. You're not supposed to look at the camera extra. Stop doing that. You're like, sorry.
How's my audio? We good?
How's my audio?
We recording?
You got those dumbass headphones. Like leading up.
What are we saying?
Anyway, dude, listen. We have no idea if this is true, has any credibility, bars, to it.
Bars.
At all. But comment section, this is where you come in. By the way, I'm looking at who liked this post. And Most Valuable Promotions did like it.
Oh, yeah.
And I do know that, I forgot his name, but the Bread Batch, I know he's connected over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. Comment section, would you like to see Jake Paul in Creed 4 as the main villain? It just seems like the right fit. That's what we think, but we don't have those answers, so...
I can't take no loss.